Hello, and today we are going to be doing our June budget recap. And to start off, I wanted to mention the book that I'm using. This is an Erin Condren monthly, which is a 7x9 planner. I got the basic silver coils. You can always upgrade to different colors, I think like rose gold or black, or I don't remember, but I usually just get the simple ones, and then I customized it. It says Budget Book 2023. And these covers are interchangeable if you've never had an Erin Condren. These do pop out pretty stiff, but they do pop out. And then, so we'll just go back to June. Here's where I set up the monthly, and I've checked off all of my bills. So those have all been paid. These budget stickers are from my Etsy shop called Buzzing Bees, and we can dive into the monthly budget. For our income, we have our combined, and then we have savings. This technically is not income, but it's what we're going to be using to pay for our bills in June. So we did receive a higher income than $5,600. We ended up bringing in $8,235, so an extra $2,635. And then based on our increase in income, we were able to not take as much out of savings. We only took $1,751. So that was less, or decrease of $2,249. Oh, that is a weird too. So our mortgage and our fixed expenses was the same, $1,241. Our Tacoma was also the same with our minimum. Our phone bill was the same. Life insurance was the same. Netflix was the same. The only thing that was different was Hulu, and that is only because we are using some remaining points on a card that we rarely use. The only thing that's going on it right now is Hulu. So we're going to be clearing that out so that it can be used before they expire. So that means we have $2,031 in fixed expenses. No changes on these except that $2. And then for our sinking funds, we did increase this a bit. We are putting $7,182, which is an increase of $525. Our groceries for June was low. We were on vacation for the first week, and then in preparing for a vacation, we had bought stuff for the person that was house sitting and dog sitting for us, and they ended up not eating as much. So then we were able to kind of eat some of that food that week after, which helped our budget. So we only spent $551 in groceries in June. So we had an extra $149. Garbage was $80. Restaurant, we did spend a little extra. We spent $91, so that was an extra $16. And then lastly, internet was only $51, so we had an extra $4 there. So our total variable expenses here is $7,955, and our variance was $388. And we still didn't do anything for extras, so that is good. So that is the top view for our monthly budget. And now we're gonna flip over to our sinking funds, which I forgot to put the beginning balance, which is the ending balance for May. So I'm gonna take a little bit and do that. Hang tight. Okay, so those are our beginning balances. Here's what we had budgeted or anticipated or planned on putting on our sinking funds. And now we're gonna go over what we actually put in there. So for auto insurance, we didn't plan to put anything in there, and we didn't. We also didn't spend anything. July is when motorcycle insurance is due, and I believe our other car insurance is due. But for June, nothing, so we still have $1,403.77. For auto maintenance, we put in $732, and that is what we ended up putting in also, and we spent $229.14. The RAV4 got an oil change, and then we renewed the remote connect for the Toyota, and then the safety connect for the RAV4. Those are annual. So we have $928.44. For beauty, we put the 100, that didn't change. We spent $91.47. Got my eyebrows done. We do the Dollar Shave Club, so that came out. And we just needed soap, dry shampoo, those kind of things. So we have $29.64. For card tabs, we didn't need to add anything. We didn't spend anything, so we still have that $166.79. For clothes, that also stayed the same, and we added 100 to each. I actually spent a big chunk, $173.19. I got a couple sports bras, a couple pairs of sunglasses. I got a dress from TJ Maxx for a wedding I went to. And then I got some hiking pants that were on clearance, which was nice. So I have a remaining $113.52. And then for Matt, he spent $81.05. He got some shorts and sunglasses. So he has a remaining $27.78. And then for Costco, we didn't add anything. We didn't spend anything. So we still have the full membership in there. For dogs, we did increase this. Leah had a vet appointment, and our vet had suggested using Forbid to get Buddy to stop eating Leah's poop. We used it. I don't think it worked well, but we'll see how it goes. And then we did buy some soft food for them. So we added $377 and spent $533.71. And has 17 cents. Leah's vet appointment was the most because we do her blood work. She is an older dog. She turned 14 actually in June. It's her birthday month. So her blood work came back fine. She does have a little lump on her chest area that we have to keep an eye on. Electric was $78.24. We did add 100. And so we have a remaining $27.15. For entertainment, we didn't add anything, and we didn't spend anything actually. So we still have $186 there. It was pretty much just a busy month, I think. So we did have the vacation at the beginning, and then we worked on the fence, and then we didn't really go out. Fitness and health was 100, and we didn't spend anything, so we still have $172.78. And then for furniture, we did add 100, and we didn't spend anything, so we have $845.65 in there. Next, for gas, we added the 150, and we spent $163.06. So we have $459.15. Next, gifts for Christmas. Nothing changed there. Not quite the season. And then for gifts in general, we did add a little bit extra. We ended up increasing that to $176 and spent $175.50 on wedding gifts, decor for some birthdays, and mailing some items. So we have 78 cents there left. Home extras, we were able to keep that at 100 and spent $78.60, which a big chunk of that was our annual nest. And so we have $22.17. Next, for home improvement, we did only add 100, but we did spend a bunch of it. So we ended up spending $716.32 on concrete, 4x4 posts for the fence, and then 2x4 boards that the fence boards get screwed to, and then more screws also. So we did work, I think, 2 weekends in June on the fence. We would work a weekend, we would take a weekend off, we would work a weekend, so it didn't seem as tough, wasn't as exhausting, but it did prolong the process, but I think it was a good choice. We have $277.16 remaining. Next we have hunting, and this is a little different. So instead of adding 150, we actually took out some of this. So we're gonna subtract 50. Matt decided he didn't need or want anything. We did spend the $4, which is the monthly subscription for Zolio while it's inactive. That's the only thing that went through. So we have $206.07 remaining there. So that's $260.07 minus 50 minus 4 is equal to that. So next we have medical, and this is where we add a big chunk. We end up only adding $3,550, and we spent, for my eyes to get LASIK, was $4,600. I think it's worth it. I was spending a good $400 or $500 on contacts. I was getting a rebate, but the rebates were getting smaller and they just wasn't ending up. So I think in the long run, it will pay off for itself, but it obviously is a huge expense up front, but it's so worth it. Just being able to wake up and just go and not worrying about whether I'm going to wear glasses or contacts, whether I'm going to not be able to wear sunglasses because I'm wearing glasses, or having to buy specific glasses that are transition lenses or sunglasses that are prescription, you know, just all of that, and just kind of living life is pretty wonderful so far. So we did want to leave some in medical, so we didn't wipe it all out. We still have $530.50 in there. And next, for office supplies and books, we did add some more in here. So we added a total of $213 and spent $219.67. And full transparency, I spent more than $213.67 because I used $100 of my birthday money towards an item that I had bought. So technically it was $319.67, but $100 of that was my birthday money that I don't usually include in my budget, just to let you know. So Matt bought a couple books. I bought a new wall calendar. It's like one of those big desk calendars, but we put it on the wall. I was trying to use like the smaller ones that you just kind of like flip up and they have the picture above it. I had a couple of those up, but it just wasn't what I was used to. And so I tried the first 6 months to do it. I didn't like it. So we went back to what works, which is a big wall calendar, and I can write. There's plenty of space and lines, and it's beautiful. And then I bought 4 Live Love Posh sticker books, and my friend and I do split those. So her portion has already been offset. So this is only my portion of it. And then the most expensive thing was Mojo Jojo's Rainbow Box Set. It was a set of 10 sticker books that have colorful boxes to use for my daily planner. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen mini spreads where in my planner I decorate them and put boxes and make them all cute and pretty. It's a creative outlet for me. I love it. And so that was a big chunk. It was $170, and then shipping I think was like $14 or something like that. I'm so excited for it. I've already started using it and I was so excited. And it was hard for me to spend that kind of money on something that's more of a hobby for me. But since I had the $100 birthday money, that kind of helped me justify it a bit. Not that I need to justify it, but it just helped me. So that means we have 81 cents in office supplies and books category. Next we have outdoors, and we did add $250 instead of just $50, and spent $389 and 12 cents. Matt and I have been talking about him wanting to climb a mountain, and we want to do one locally that's not as big, but part of that is when you get up to those elevation levels is keeping your extremities warm, specifically your feet. And I run cold. Matt runs hot, I run cold. And so we spent the money and got a pair of mountaineering boots for me. And the only reason we did it in June, even though we don't have anything specifically planned, is they were 20% off at REI, and that doesn't happen a lot. So we kind of snagged them up. They were in my size, they were the brand we want, so timing was right. So that leaves $9.42 in there. And then for technology, we did add a bunch here also. We ended up adding $759 because we spent $770.55. Matt and I got new Garmin watches to be able to track our everything better, sleeping, walking. And one of the main differences of why I switched, because if you see it in my previous videos, I do have a smartwatch, and it was a Samsung Galaxy watch. The problem was the battery would last a day and a half or so. So every night I would charge it while sleeping, so then I wasn't getting my sleeping data anymore, or at all I should say. But with this one, the battery lasts, if everything was like super energy saving, it would last like 11 days, but so far regular use has been like 7 days. So to go from having to charge it every day to having to charge it once a week has been great, amazing. I love being able to wear it while I sleep and it tracks it. It's just so nice to not have to charge this often. And so when we go camping, I don't have to worry about my watch dying. And it's super cute. It has a little, what did they call it? Peach gold, a little ivory watch band, but we each got one. He got the same one, but his has the circle, and I got the square because I thought it was cute. So that means we have 49 cents left in technology. For vacation, we still added the 100, and we ended up spending $519.46 in June for our vacation, and so we have $359.64. Which I just want to check something because I haven't done a recap of our June trip. So it looks like we spent $385 and at the end of May, and then $519. So not quite $900 for our trip to Oregon, which is nice. So then lastly, we have our water bill, and we added 25. We didn't spend anything. So we have $49.82 in there. And then if you add up all of our actual amounts that we put into our sinking funds, that adds up to $7,182. And we spent $8,823.08, which leaves $7,882.89 left in our sinking funds, which we keep that in a savings account, and we just reconcile our credit card and our checking account at the end of the month and make one transaction. So that's why we're able to keep it in a checking account or in a savings account instead of a checking account, because savings accounts do have limitations on how often you can take money out of them. But since most of our transactions are on a credit card and then we pay it off at the end of the month, that allows us to just mess with all of this once a month. So next, we are gonna look at our debt review. We do still owe on our Tacoma. We just bought it last year. And then we also make payments on our house. So those are our two technical debts, but we will only be putting one of them on here, which is the Tacoma. And the starting balance for this month was $32,695.45. We did the minimum, which is $590. There's no extra payments. And the interest was $88.35 for the month, which leaves an ending balance of $32,193.80. Now we're going to look at our monthly progress and our overall progress. And first we're going to have our starting, our ending for this month, our dollar progress, which is how much the actual principal was impacted, and then our percent progress. So our starting is going to be the same up here, which is $32,695.45. Our ending, which is taken from over here, $32,193.80. And then we subtract the two, and we get $501.65, which is how much our principal actually decreased. And then if we take that $501.65 divided by $32,695.45, our starting there, we will get a percent of 153. And then overall, we're going to do our beginning. So this is how much we put on the loan from the start, which was $38,758.70. Then we will have the ending, which is the same as the ending here for the month of June of $32,193.80. And the same, we will do the dollar progress, which is the amount that the actual dollars went down on our principal. So far for the life of this loan is $6,564.90. Next, we have percent progress for the overall length of the loan. So we're going to take this dollar progress and divide it by our beginning amount, which means we've paid off 16.94% of the loan so far, which is exciting. And then that is a wrap up of our June budget. Thanks for following along. We are halfway through the year. If you made any yearly financial goals, maybe it's a time to check in with those. See if you are ready for Christmas. Some people start saving right around this time to get prepared for the holiday in 6 months, or if there's another holiday that you want to start saving for. Maybe you go big for New Year's Eve. I don't know. Either way, whatever your plans are, I appreciate you for watching mine and how everything will flowed out for June. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!